All I know is we better spring on into it.
I'm Holly.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jerry.
So it's windy out today, but I have to get some transplants done no matter what. So unfortunately on a farm, you don't get to dictate the pretty days to go do things. I got lots of tomatoes to get ready for sure. Cucumbers, they don't look good, but that's okay. I have more coming, so I'm excited about those that are coming. They look great. I did learn my lesson on those. Not to buy those seeds. And to plant them 1 per cell instead of 2 because they steal each other's nutrients. So 1 per cell on those for sure. Sunflowers, you can put up to 5 in a cell. It's okay. But sometimes they get a little too touchy and they will die on you. Flowers are a pain.
Alrighty, check it out. We got a new kind of peat moss. Been using the same cube peat moss. We all know which one we're talking about. But this is a biofiber peat moss, and it's a substitute for peat. So we're gonna give it a try this year, and I'll let you know how it is. So there you go.
Drew thinks it's gonna be good.
I don't have an alternate anymore because we can't get our hands on Pete. Pete just won't even answer his phone.
Pete, answer your phone.
It's Pete.
I had to water by hand today. Unfortunately, our sprinklers are not yet set up, so I had a little bit of help today. Look at that little farmer go. She can really handle that hose. As you can tell by her hair blowing, we had a lot of wind today with some huge gusts. She even helped pin the fabric. She's a really great help. Look at her go. We have a lot to do today besides transplants. We have to cover for tonight because it's going to get down to 39 and I'm not taking a chance with my tomatoes. You're going to roll it back up so that we can just...
Wednesday, I know, Wednesday. We're guessing a plant. Holly's gonna let us guess it.
I'm up for the challenge.
This is them. Right here. Those are tomatoes. What are these?
I think it's basil.
Oh, it's for sure a tomato.
Winner.
You know, if I had to guess, that'd probably be a German pink lady, Jerry.
Somebody that read the tag, that's a great guess. That's
Jerry. Cookie Jerry. Cookie Jerry.
useless information with Jerry. I was reading an article the other day, and it's about Jimmy Redcorn. Jimmy Redcorn is one of the original heritage corns that were planted in the old days, and it almost went extinct, and this guy brought it back. It's famous, it's in history because it's the original corn that they used to make moonshine with. I think it'd be great for the farm to invest in that too. Jimmy Redcorn, and I don't care. Jimmy Redcorn, and I don't care.
Whiskey's
Keep going all day at the farm.
The easiest way to cover your plants when you're about to get a frost. The easiest way ever. Get 2 men to do it for you. Covering plants is hard and I hate it more than I hate that my greenhouse blew down. We had to cover a bunch of plants last night. We're here in Texas and we got down to 39. We know that for a fact that 38 usually consists of a frost. So I got up this morning, I get up around 5 and there was no frost. However, the frost came in within the hour and we did get frost. So it wasn't all for nothing. And I'm glad because that's hard work. If the weather says 39, we will cover. And that's what we have to do between whenever we put in up until the last frost date. You never know when the last frost date is. Only Mother Nature knows. So we just keep an eye on the weather during March. And then after that, we don't have to look at the weather too closely unless we start bowling outside. And then shade cloth has to be put in place, but we got to put that in place anyways. However, we do watch it just in case it sneaks up on us and we don't have it in place. So I wanted to show you guys our San Marzonos. We put those in, you'll see that in the last film. We put those in on March 1st. The San Marzonos we use for our pasta sauce, they're more of a meaty type tomato, and they also are more of a bushy type tomato. We prefer to use the San Marzonos for our pasta sauce. However, you can use other tomatoes for pasta sauce. Last year we used the regular tomatoes and some San Marzonos. We just didn't have that many last year, so this year I made sure we had plenty so we can do lots of pasta sauce to make us throughout the year. And here they are. The other tomatoes that we grow are slicing tomatoes, and those are brandy wine and our watermelon beef steak. I also will be selling some pink German, which is my heirloom pick of the year, and I'll probably plant some of the pink German as well. Not positive if I will, but I will definitely be selling them because they are the heirloom of the year, and I'm excited about them. They're beautiful, they're huge, they produce really, really big slicing tomatoes. You'd be impressed. Here's the brandy wine and the watermelon beef steak. The third row is our cherry tomatoes. Now then, cherry tomatoes grow very tall, very, very tall, and very lanky. However, they produce a tremendous amount of cherry tomatoes. So we will put a fence in to let them climb because they will get very tall. So we will put a fence in to contain them to some degree. And you'll be picking cherry tomatoes if you plant them all summer long. Even in the dead of heat, even when you can't take it no more outside because of the Texas heat is hitting 3 digits, you will still be getting cherry tomatoes. They don't never give up. Here's the cherry tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes are indeterminate, and San Marzonos are indeterminate. The brandy wine, don't tell Drew, is determinate, so he's going to be upset that I planted some determinate tomatoes this year. But brandy wine tomatoes are determinate.
Did I just hear somebody say determinate?
Determinate means that you're going to get a bunch of produce at one time and then it stops and the plant dies off. If it's indeterminate and it's a tomato plant, it means it'll produce up to the first frost. But I will tell you, it will get less and less as after each cycle of tomatoes. Like the first cycle is going to be huge. The second cycle is going to be, actually the second cycle is almost as huge as the first. The third little cycle, it kind of slows down. The fourth cycle even slower, and then it just slows and slows and slows until you're just picking just a few off of it. But they will produce up till the first freeze. So if you're going to plant tomatoes, pick indeterminate, in my opinion. We're going to show you guys what we used on our seedlings that we're going to be selling.
Never used it. Biofiber, super bueno. Hope it's good stuff. We're going to try it out. This is just an alternate for peat moss, right, Holly?
We used bone meal, blood meal, and worm casting.
Worm casting, worm poop, whatever it is. But here, Mama, eat this. Just try a piece of it real quick. Well, hey, if you eat it, we can try to figure out what kind of worms it is and tell everybody, oh, look, there's a worm there. That's not a worm. Stop it.
I really thought it was.
That's so nice. No, it wasn't. Let's reach back in. Let's see if we find another worm, y'all. If I find another worm, there it is. Beep. This is biofiber to find out if it's good stuff. Show them the barrel here in a minute. You'll be seeing the barrel about right now. Really nice stuff. Look at that. It's a broad mix.
I'm going to take you guys in the seedling trailer so you can see what I got going on in there. I actually have quite a bit going on in there. Some stuff I have in the house so that I can have a little bit of a lower temp for them and monitor it really well because I have my snaps up there. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye on those. I also have celosia and coleus up there. And my coleus, when it gets ready to be transplanted, I will put it into 4 inches and I'm going to leave it in the house and let it get really big because it takes a long time to grow, but it is beautiful. So it's definitely worth it. And I will keep a close eye on it, keep it in the house for a while until I feel like it's mature enough to be planted otherwise. I also have straw flower inside, but I'm going to move them out here. I'm thinking that they need a little bit warmer temperatures. I'm not sure. I have trouble here and there with straw flowers. I've done them a couple of times, not a lot, but last year they all popped and did just fine. But the previous year they did not. They didn't pop at all. And the year before that, they all popped as well and did just fine. So not really sure. I'm hoping this isn't the year that they don't pop. And if these don't make it, then I'm going to try again. Maybe they just needed a little bit warmer temperatures. I was thinking they need cooler temperatures. They pop between 70, I think, and 75. Maybe I'll go check that, make sure I'm not wrong. But either way, I thought it was way too warm in the trailer for them because we're sitting at 80 in here. Because when you do peppers, you've got to have your temperatures quite high for those. So I'm sitting at 80 and I am popping lots of things. My peppers I have problems with every year. The bell peppers are always the hardest for me. I think a lot of people have issues with bell peppers, but I really have a lot of issues with them. So I have a few that are germinating, but my main focus is the jalapenos. I have to have jalapenos because we eat a lot of jalapenos, and I love my own fresh jalapeno. But I desperately want to get big jalapenos just once. I've gotten them pretty big before, but it's been a long time since I've had success with my jalapenos. I did put a dome on them, hoping that that will trap a lot more moisture and heat in, and I'm just going to see how that plays out. I am definitely hoping for success with that. But I tell you what, if I don't get great jalapenos right now, I'm going to keep trying because I'm going to conquer this. It is a mission, and I will conquer. These are my bell peppers planted on the 7th of March. And as you can tell, there is nothing there. These are my jalapenos. And as you can see, nothing. So I'm going to cry now. But peppers do take a long time. So we still have hope. These are cantaloupes and different types of melons. There's honeydew in there as well. These are my pro cuts. They're doing amazing. Awesome. More pro cuts. Very beautiful. Pro cuts. Very beautiful. These are pumpkins. These are cucumbers. Lots of cucumbers growing. Here's another tray of cucumbers. So, should be plenty. This is Cosmos. It always grows real fast. I just am not a big fan of Cosmos because Cosmos doesn't have a great face life. These are zinnias. And they're in there, they're growing. I have a different type growing of zinnias this time, and they're a little bit of a slower grower. These are more cantaloupes. These are squash. Huge ones are watermelons. And these are zinnias. So now I've played around enough and did some videoing for you guys. Now I have to get to work because I have more transplants to do. I was thinking about going back to the market around the 1st of April and selling some eggs, fudge, microgreens, and some seedling plants and some starts. But I don't know. We'll see. I may mention it to Drew, but I don't know if he'll be for it. I think Drew will be for it. He loves the market, so he likes to socialize. I do too, but my anxiety kicks in. You gotta get to work. Hope you guys enjoy the film, and we'll see you next time here on our farm.